Hello everyone! Looking forward to a fun day tomorrow at Boo-palooza. Just wanted to run you through a few things, especially for our setup team, but also to go through the craft and what you might experience when you get there. Check out the email where I've given some information about making sure that you need to sign off on the release form that they're desiring, and don't forget to wear a mask tomorrow at the booth. So when you get there tomorrow, we're going to be over by the game section near the fountain, and we are going to be doing a craft. They've got 2 kids' tables that are going to be there with chairs, and then they also said that we can overflow onto the picnic table as needed. There will be 2 people from Wicker Park there at all times, and when you arrive here, our setup team, make sure you see the information that I emailed to you, and you're going to see right where this cart is down here by that door that comes up from downstairs. All of the stuff needed is going to be packed up in some boxes. You can take that over. When you get over to the location, you can put out this double-sided sign. There's also going to be a black tablecloth for our large table. So we'll have a 6-foot table plus kids tables. In the past, we found that this banner can be pretty easily pinned to that cloth. You'll probably want to put the bottoms of the cloth underneath the edges of the table, kind of the legs of the table, so that things don't kind of blow away. Then also in the boxes, there's going to be a bunch of pens, some hole punchers. These are handouts that you can give away to people. If people want to leave contact information to get involved with anything, we've got some connect cards, and then some, what do you call them? Little things that they can write on. I've thrown some mugs in there, which is great for holding items down in the wind. There's some binder clips there. There'll be some safety pins so that you can pin things to the tablecloth. Then there's also going to be a pride flag that you can put up there as well. Then you're going to see a whole bunch of candy that you can hand out to kids, some of the stuff for crafts. Over here we've got markers. I put the markers in the purple bins if, like, we're thinking that for COVID reasons, we want to sanitize in between. I've got some Lysol wipes here, and then you could probably make like these orange ones, maybe like the dirty or unsanitized or used, and then label the other ones sanitized. And so I put a marker and some white tape in there if you want to do that. I've got some extra hand sanitizer for folks in case there's any accidents. And then a bunch of craft supplies. I'm going to walk you through the crafts right now. Oh, I should also mention there are there's chalk here if you want to chalk on the sidewalk, because I think we're going to be pretty close to that. So let's see here if I can get you set up so you can watch me do the craft. So basically for our setup team, when you get there, you're going to have a whole bunch of paper plates here. One of the things that you can do during setup is just begin cutting them. And you're just going to kind of cut them in half with some weaving going on it. We're trying to make a ghost here. And so after you've cut all of those, then what we can do is we've got these stickers here. So in past years, we've said, we should probably put something with our name on it. So you can just take these off and put them on the back of each of the ghosts to kind of get started. And so then, after you've got a whole big pile of these, so we'll have you setting up around 9 o'clock. It doesn't start until 10, so you got plenty of time to do that. And then also the last part is to punch a little hole in that as well. So once you've got this ready, then what's going to happen is as children come up, then you can invite them to make a ghost. And so the way that we're going to do that is, first, they can start by putting on the things that are going to hang down in the back. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take some of this double-sided tape, and we've got a whole bunch of that. And all that you need to do is run a line of that right on the bottom of here. And then you can invite them to take any of the streamers that we have. So I've got red and white here, but we've got a whole bunch of different ones, polka dots, purple, blue, any of that stuff. If we run out of streamers, I also included some toilet paper, which also works really, really well. And so for my example, I'm gonna take some of the toilet paper, and all that they're gonna do is just kind of stick that on there, and they can do it in all different lengths, and we're just gonna rip it and stick it, rip it and stick it. You could even do different colors if you wanted, like mine. And so they're just gonna spend some time choosing their colors, ripping and sticking. After they've got the kind of bottoms done, then they can flip it over and they can spend some time A, pushing that down, but B, if they want to do some coloring, they can grab and they can, maybe draw some spookiness on here. We've got a whole bunch of different stickers. So if they wanted to put a sticker on there with maybe a mouth, and then they wanted to do some eyes, we've got some of these really big eyes. You can see that bag right there. We've also got some smaller eyes there as well. And so really anything that's in the boxes, they're welcome to use and put some eyes on there. And then the last part is gonna be is we've got a whole big bunch of string. And this is also something you could do beforehand if you wanted to, when you punch that hole, is kind of just get that string in there. Might make things a little bit easier as well. And of course, I just use my mouth, which we shouldn't do with COVID, I imagine. And you'll also be in a mask, so it's gonna make that a lot harder. But you can kind of string that through there, and then just kind of tie that sucker on there. Whatever length. I've got only white string in there, but if they don't want string, that's fine too. And then when it's all done, we've got this little spooktacular little, if it'll finally turn around, little ghost that they can take with them, hang on. I think the big thing for us is going to be to make sure that you're just kind of helping them out. Because of COVID, the organizers did say they want to make sure that we are spacing people out far enough. So if you want to space the chairs out, you can make like little stations. Again, you've got some of the masking tape in there. So if you wanted to kind of like block off places that are roughly 6 feet apart, that might be helpful. Feel free to give out the candy. You can see we've got lots of plates. We've got many hole punchers. Give out as many pens as you want. Here are all the different cray paper that we can use for that. We got lots and lots of stickers to put on the back, and then some leftover toilet paper. I will be there a little bit later in the day after I finish one of the meetings I have over at the Senate office, but feel free to text me if you have any questions. Since I'll be in a meeting, that's gonna be the best way to do it. All right, thank you all so much. Have a lot of fun. Enjoy your time being outside and being with the kids, especially in these times of COVID. These fun outdoor activities are something that we can bring joy and God's love to others. So thank you for helping make that happen.